Hi, everybody. Fran back here for a Tuesday tidbit. Today I want to talk to you about just it being hibernation season. So the bears are getting ready to hibernate. They're here on the street dumping over all the trash cans. And for some of us humans, we feel like we need to be hibernating as well. So we're eating a little bigger portions. We just tend to eat a lot more food in the fall. So then you add to that just Halloween is right around the corner with all the candy, the treats, the parties, Thanksgiving, an entire day to treats. Then comes December, New Year's Day, we're waking up in our stretchy pants wondering what just happened. I'm a loser. I have all this guilt. I should have been able to keep it together. Well, let's take it one step at a time. And today's tidbit, I want to share with you strategies to help you not hibernate like a bear, because you don't have to be on this holiday roller coaster of things, of just the feeling of I have no willpower, no discipline, none of that. The strategies I want to share with you today are based on physiology. They're based on a lot of years of coaching of things that have helped others through the holiday season. So let's get started. The first strategy is know why you're eating. There's two reasons people eat: physical hunger and emotional hunger. Physical hunger is the pains in your stomach, the growling, the irritability, the fatigue. When you start to feel like you're running out of steam, think, rather before grabbing coffee, think, when was my last meal? Physical hunger is when you really start, it's feeling just the low blood sugar. It's that hangry feeling. Emotional hunger is why we eat, just to satisfy our emotions. They might be sad. They might emotions of being lonely and just so many different emotions. So physical hunger, emotional hunger are the two reasons that you will be eating. Emotional hunger, if you're struggling with that, if you say, yep, I'm an emotional eater. I know it. I can feel it. I got it pegged. Try this strategy. Eat 3 meals per day, no snacks. You eat 3 meals per day, and that really helps reduce emotional eating, because you no longer have the food there at 10 a.m. when things get hectic to kind of calm you a little bit. So try that, 3 meals a day. But 2 reasons we eat: physical hunger, emotional hunger. Why are you eating? Figure it out. Wait 10 minutes is the second strategy. So waiting 10 minutes. What does this mean? Listen to your fullness cues when you are eating. Eat till you are about 80% full. That's the rule. When you're about 80% full, then you know, okay, I've had enough. I can stop now. When you're eating to like you have to unbutton your pants, that's a problem. You need to do something about it. We don't need to be afraid of hunger. Many of us eat like this is the last meal of the day. I don't know what dinner's going to be. I got to stuff it all in for lunch. Don't be afraid of hunger. You're going to have enough food. Listen to your fullness cues. Then when you're done eating, wait 10 minutes after you finish eating before you go back for seconds. This one strategy has worked so amazingly well for my overeaters in my practice. The 10-minute rule comes because we can dump a lot of food in our system in 20 minutes. It takes the brain 20 minutes to know there's food in the stomach and start things going, just that fullness, satisfaction feeling. So wait 10 minutes before you go back for seconds. The third is honor your feelings without the use of food. I'm going to take a drink of this water. I have a scratchy throat today. Actually, it's tea. It's not water. So emotional eating, I talked to you about that earlier. It's how many of us just comfort our feelings of give all day long to everybody else. But when we stop to take care of ourselves, we do it with food, and we're emotional eating. So ways to deal with emotional eating. First, you need to know what need is the food meeting for you. What's kind of missing from your circle of fulfillment, and what need is the food meeting for you? Asking yourself that is very, very powerful. Finding ways to meet that need without food. And there's great tips on Psychology Today Things like, they sound very corny, but they work. Things like walking, listening to music, journaling, calling a friend, meeting somebody for lunch, anything that will just distract you from whatever. There's a need there that you're pulling food in for. What are you solving with the food? And then find something that's not related to food, to deal with that. Okay, the fourth strategy, remember it's the overall pattern. It's the overall pattern that will shape your health. It's not the one meal or snack. So if you dive into the kids' trick-or-treat bucket and then the next moment you're thinking, whoa, who was that? Who just did that? Brush it off. Don't just throw in the towel and say, okay, I'm going to start in January. It's a free-for-all now. That is not what I want I want to teach you the strategies that you can use to just maintain a little bit of control, a little bit of discipline, and just knowing that it's not the overall food pattern that will shape your health. It's the consistency and the baby steps that really, really bring about true health using food. So the yellow trees, leaves, the red, the orange, all of these things are going on around us. Let us remember that fall is a time of letting go. So let's let go of the idea that the holidays is a free-for-all. I have no control over the eating. I know I'm going to overeat. I know I'm going to indulge in sweet treats. Let's forget about that. Let go of that idea. And let's just really ground ourselves in knowing that the holidays do not have to be a food struggle. It doesn't have to be that way. And all of my tidbits are going to be around that coming this holiday season. So make that decision right now. So using these tips will create a stronger eating habit and keep you from hibernating like a bear. We don't want you hibernating like a bear. So this week, use these strategies. Know, is it physical hunger or emotional hunger? If portions are an issue, eat until you're 80% full and then practice the 10-minute rule. Third, find comfort in other things in life other than food. So what is food satisfying for you? What need is there? And find other ways to satisfy that need. And remember, it's an overall pattern. We all kind of fall off the wagon. Doesn't matter. What matters is getting back on the wagon. So thank you for being here today. If you want more great tips and strategies, head to willpowerblueprint.com. Put these out every week. If you have someone that you know could benefit from these tidbits, I encourage you, forward them, send them to my website. They can sign up to get email reminders just like you do. Make it a healthy week, everybody. Thank you for being here, and let's get going with these strategies.